Hello farmers, welcome back to Wyther Farms. Just leaving the store, dropping off the crop sensor. I did spend the 1 hour driving backwards in the wheat field, resensing the soil. So I should be good on all the 3 fields that we currently have for a while. Good news, while I was crop sensing that field, or soil sensing that field, I got a call from one of the granaries around here, BK Granary. They do know I have soybean, and they have a demand for soybean, and they want to know if I was interested in selling my soybean to them today. They're offering a pretty good price. Like I said, it's not going to be like the peak price will be in midsummer, but they need soybeans. They got cash. I have soybeans. I need cash. What price did they tell me it was going to be here? $11.56. Which is not that bad considering in midsummer the peak price is usually like around maybe mid 12s, upper 1,200 pounds. So yeah, I could hold out and get a little bit more extra cash for the soybeans, but I need cash for the reasons of we got some grass cutting coming up here in the near future. Plus, I would like to get some fertilization down onto our wheat field so our crops, we can get the best out of our crops. Let's load up this trailer. Oh, no hydraulics on this trailer? I thought there was. Yeah, I haven't got used to the trailer yet. Let's go over and fill up with some soybeans, head over to BK Granary, and I think I got like 30,000 liters or so. So I know I may get like 40 grand for this soybean. How much soybean do we have here? Just shy of 33,000, so it's gonna be pretty close to 40,000 pounds worth of soybeans. So I also hope I get enough cash to repair the T8. The T8 could use some tender loving care for the year, the summer. We got a lot of work to do. But let's head over to BK Granary. Are we done filling up? I think we are. Yep, we're all good to go. Let's get some cash in the bank account. I did talk to the store when I was up there, just let them know, you know, they know my grass field. Like, yeah, we know what you need. And I did tell them that I would like the baling trailer that I've been using, and they actually got 2 of them in now. So it's the same model, but one's a different color, and I'm thinking about getting one that's a different color because it matches the T8 color, the New Holland that we have here. So the price is the same either way, so we'll look into that. Think about that. There's a little bit more here, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to buy probably the one that matches our tractor right here. So BK Granary is not that far down here. I don't think I've been there yet. I've been past there, but I don't think I've done any business with them at all. But what this will allow me to do with this money is also get some more fertilizer, go ahead and finish off fertilizing the grass field, and definitely get some fertilizer down onto the wheat field. So when we harvest it here in early fall, we should get a good amount of wheat. And of course, with a little bit more wheat, I'll probably get a little bit more straw. So it's going to cost me about $2 grand, $2.5 grand for leasing the windrower and the baling wrapper when we cut the grass. I did ask the store of not leasing the baling trailer, but saying yes, I'll buy it, but I need to use it for 1 day, so I can bring the bales to the BGA, and once I get paid from the BGA, I'll go ahead and pay them. I'm actually getting a better deal than I thought. It's going to be like 40 some odd thousand pounds for the baling trailer. So that's not too bad. I should be able to get that easily after doing the silage bales here in a few days' time. Anyways, BK Granary should be right up here on the left-hand side. I mean, this was a very fortunate phone call that I got. Now, the reason why they called me is because I do post around town how much, what grain I have and how much of it I do have. So when granaries have a demand like this, if I can find out where, because it's my first time really here, where I got to deliver it. But yeah, so if granaries around town have a demand, like this situation pops up, oh, it's right here. Yeah, they can give me a buzz, or give any farmer a buzz, really, for that matter, and say, hey, we would like to do some business, and I'm more than happy to do some business with them. All right, let's back on up here. It would have been better getting 100 to maybe like 125 pounds more per 1,000 liters, but hey, I welcome this. I was actually surprised about this. I was trying to figure out the whole situation of how to do the grass cutting, but now I don't really have to worry about it. Let me get the forecast out and see what the weather is going to be like for tomorrow. Let's see. No rain in the forecast whatsoever. So since it's kind of late in the evening, I think what I'll do is I'll just go back to the farm, put the trailer away. Probably first thing in the morning, I'll head on down to the hardware store, auto store, get some filters and some oil for the T8 tractor. We'll fix that on up. And then we'll put the spreader on and get right over to the wheat field and get the fertilizer down, because I need to get in there before the crops grow so I don't destroy them. Get that field all taken care of, and then also take care of the grass field. And yeah, pretty soon here we'll be cutting some grass. The grass is ready to cut. It is now mid-June. But in the meantime, I've got this field over here. This is the one we just bought last fall. Spent some cash on some fertilizer and some lime to make sure this field is ready to go. It is ready for harvest. The grass probably could use another couple of days and might be at full height. But I want to get this field in sync with our other grass field, which is ready to cut. I've already spent some money on some leasing equipment as well. One thing I'm going to do today, I did rent a stump grinder. That's going to that just cost me like a couple $100. Come on down here, take care of those stumps over here. Yeah, I spent lots of cash on fertilizer, lime. It would cost me like 1,200 pounds to fix the T8 up and ready to go. I think I spent about where's the fertilizer? Here's the fertilizer. I spent about I think it was like 11,000 pounds on fertilizer. Yeah, 11,000 pounds on fertilizer. Not that much on lime. It was like $2,000 on lime, and this is what I got left. I need to get these into storage, but I didn't want to put them in here because I'm taking things in and out. The other money, yeah, I keep forgetting. When I told the store I need to buy the baling trailer, and this we'll give you for a day, and you can pay us the next day. I keep forgetting the bales have to ferment for a little bit. So the agreement I got for the store is I made a 10,000 pound down payment on the baling trailer. So when I use that today, it actually is our trailer, but I still owe them somewhere around 30,000 pounds on that trailer when it comes to it. I got the mower here ready to go. I thought about washing it. I came over just to double check it. It does not need to be repaired. Everything is ready to go on that. But wow, right, 8 o'clock, right on the nose. I want to get this grass cut early in the morning, just because it's supposed to be a really good drying day, and I don't want this grass to turn into hay. So I want to get to work as soon as I can here to get this grass taken care of, windrowed up, baled up, and wrapped before it turns to hay. So hopefully in a couple days time, this grass will ferment into silage, and of course we'll bring it over to the BGA, drop it on off. Now, I've said this many times, but usually this field right here alone can get us about 30,000 pounds worth of silage to bring over to the BGA. The other grass field, I'm thinking it's about maybe twice the size, so we're looking at somewhere in the area of 90,000 pounds to maybe 100,000 pounds worth of silage. Well, actually, it's going to be a little bit less, because the other grass field, like I just said, is not really at full height for growing. So let me just guess, maybe I'll probably get like 70,000 pounds from this cycle. So with that money I'm going to get, like I said, I still owe the store about 30,000 pounds for the baling trailer. And then with the extra cash, it's probably going to go right back into spreading lime down. Sorry, not lime. But I got to fertilize these grass fields. Lime should be good. We just did the lime, so it should be good for a couple of cycles. So we're all set there. As for the bank account, hopefully next time we do the grass, I'll just have to lease the baling wrapper and of course a windrower, and then all that money there probably will go in towards paying off the loan, which I still owe 165,000 pounds worth. So it's not that bad. I got some leniency there, but the bank really doesn't want to. My line of credit goes up to 200,000 pounds. But the bank would really like to, because it's been a couple years, to have me pay off that line of credit. And if I ever need money in the future, we'll rewrite another contract. But they want to close out that contract. And that should be by the end of this year, I would think. Because when it comes to harvesting the wheat, we'll definitely get all of the straw off that field. And I think last year with the oats, I got somewhere in the vicinity of 50,000 pounds just in straw being sold to the dealers around here. But the job for the day is to get these grass fields cut, windrowed, baled, wrapped, the whole kit and caboodle. And then we'll just have to wait a couple days for them to ferment and then bring over to the BGA. I don't remember if I mentioned, I did talk to the BGA a while ago about the digestate slurry tank that they have there. The tank is, it's filling up, but they usually don't deal with that until the fall time, fall and winter time, because that way what they like to do is empty the tank for fall and winter, because they don't expect people to bring in anything to be processed. So what they do is they empty out the tank in the fall and early winter, and it allows them to go in there and do maintenance on the tank if it needs to be done. So I may be doing that in the fall, winter time, but we will see here. So I am hoping today the weather is going to be good, really good today. It's going to be a nice, sunshiny day, not a cloud. Well, maybe a little few clouds in the sky, but I don't expect any rain to come along. The only thing I'm just a little bit concerned about is, as the day goes on, the breeze is supposed to pick up, and with the sun being out here in the summertime in the Wyther Farm areas, this grass could dry really quick. The moisture in the grass is not that high either. It's right around, I think, 12%. So just got to get this taken care of as quickly as I can. If it was this field here, I know usually I can get it done. But now I got to cut the other field as well. So we'll see how long that takes me here. So the good thing is I got a good starting point. It was 8 o'clock right in the morning just as I started cutting the grass. I want to see how long it takes me to cut these two fields together with this one mower. In the future, getting a butterfly mower with a front mower as well. So getting a wider working width, get the job done just a little bit quicker. But I'll see how long this takes me. I'm gonna ballpark maybe, I don't know, hour 15 somewhere. I don't know, maybe not that long. I don't think I've ever really timed myself on this field, but it's one of those jobs when you first start off, it's like, oh, I'm making great progress, and before you know it, and by the time you get done, you've been at it for longer than what you think. Anyways, let's see how long it takes me. I mean, it's only been not even 5 minutes. I got more done than I thought I would. But let's start the timer and see how long it takes me to get this field mowed. And then, like I said, we'll have to head up to the store. I got 3 things up there. I got the windrower. We got the baler. We got not the baler. Let me restart again. Up there, we got the windrower that's leased. And then, of course, we got the baling wrapper that's leased. The baling trailer is ours, kind of. And then, of course, I got the stump grinder as well up there. So I got 4 pieces of equipment up at the store. I need to keep bringing back and forth. So we got a lot to tackle this morning. But anyways, first jobs first. Let's get this grass cut.
We got our windows down, driving down the 405, sing along to the radio. We're gonna make it someday, nothing's gonna get in our way. We will be the biggest band in town. Round and round the world we'll go, putting on the greatest show. So make sure that you don't miss out, just be there. We're taking our shot, bring what you got. We're going all the way to the top. We will hear the sound of 1 million people screaming our names when we're backstage. We'll play loud, surfing the crowd. Everybody's jumping around. Yeah, that's the place where I wanna be. Going on stage, headline on a Saturday night. Saturday night. job. Never wanna have no boss. I just wanna play my rock and roll like they do on the radio. Tommy's got brand new drums, and I still have my old guitar. And John said this next song's gonna be real good, if you know what I mean. Round and round the world we'll go, putting on the greatest show. So make sure that you don't miss out, just be there. We're taking our shot, bring what you got. We're going all the way to the top. We will hear the sound of 1 million people screaming our names when we're backstage. We'll play loud, surfing the crowd. Everybody's jumping around. Yeah, that's the place where I wanna be. Going on stage headline on a Saturday night. Oh, 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 Saturday night. Oh, oh, oh. Round and round the world we'll go, putting on the greatest show. So make sure that you don't miss out, just be there. Oh, just be there. We're taking our shot, bring what you got. We're going all the way to the top. We will hear the sound of 1 million people screaming our names when we're backstage. We'll play loud, surfing the crowd. Everybody's jumping around. Yeah, that's the place where I wanna be. Going on stage headline on a Saturday night. Oh, 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 Saturday night. Oh, oh, oh.
2.5 hours in, we are still baling, and oddly enough, the weeds are already starting to grow in, and I just cut the grass, well, about an hour ago. So it came to be about an hour and a half, a little bit over an hour and a half, to just cut the grass with the mower. And then, yeah, just rounded off to about an hour to windrow. And of course, like I said, we're finishing baling now. And that does count in the time of running around a little bit, going up to the store, getting the windrower, cleaning off the mower when I put it away, little things like that. But overall, I guess not too bad. I'm not really going to count how many bales I got here, because this isn't a true test. This field here was not fully grown, but it was grown enough to where we can harvest it. And like I said, I want to get this grass field and the one on the other side over there in sync. So when end of summer, early fall comes around and I do this again, I'll get a better idea of how much grass / silage bales we can get off these two fields together. I did take a little bit of a break in between windrowing and started baling, and I shouldn't have, but I did. I just want to look at the soybean price, because I sold the soybean a little while ago. That was like, I think, mid-May, for like 11 or 1,200 pounds, and is now going up to upper 1,200s. I think 1,288 was a high price that I saw. But you know what? I needed the cash at the time, and I don't regret it at all. I would have got an extra probably 3,000 pounds selling the soybeans today than when I did back in May. So yeah, 3,000 pounds is quite a bit, but we need the cash. Sometimes you gotta sell things when you gotta sell things. Also, having this baler here compared to the baler that I had before definitely reduces the amount of time it takes to bale. The other baler did what it was meant to do, just that every time you fill up the baler with 4,000 liters, you had to stop, unload, drop it, and that took a little bit of time. And if you're making as many bales as I am, now just take consideration that this baler here, the bales are twice the size as that one. So for every bale that you see here, double it, and I would have to stop every time and just wait for it to unload and drop. So it saved me a lot of time. But when it comes to wrapping, it's going to save me a lot of time as well, because the wrapper that we're going to be leasing, or we did lease, is a lot faster than the round wrapper that we had. So definitely a time saver. As for the future, if that mower that I have is not that bad, an hour and a half ish to mow these 2 grass fields. But in the future, if I do get a good amount of money here in the farm, it would not be a bad idea to possibly upgrade the mowing system that we have, just to cut down the time it takes. But for the baler, I am done with that, and it works out well. I don't have that much grass in there. I'll have to dig the grass on out because I'll be baling. I don't know if I'll be doing grass again before I do the wheat field and do straw bales, so I'll have to wait and see. The one thing I did not do is I did not check to see if the baler needed to be repaired or not, but I'm trying to just keep the money. I'm down to 10,000 pounds, and I got to refertilize these grass fields because they'll be ready pretty darn quick. By the time summer finishes up here, it'll be ready to go one more time. So, and maybe when I start next time, maybe I'll check the baler if I got a good amount of cash, and I'll make sure it's good and repaired. It may already be repaired. I just don't remember if I did so or not last season. Alright, now I'm going to bring the windrower on up. And before I bring the stuff up, can't help myself, I just got to rinse it off. Just by rinsing it off, maybe when I bring it back to the store, they appreciate that I do rinse it off and bring it back nice and clean, so they can give it a quick once over to see if it's ready to go back out to someone else to lease it. But I need to bring this back up, and next thing I'm going to grab, now that the grass bales are wrapped and now that the grass is wrapped, they're not wrapped. Now that the grass is in a bale form, I don't really have to worry too much about it changing over to hay. I was getting kind of worried as I kept going along, and this process was taking longer and longer. I'm like, I hope this grass does not dry out on me, and then I won't be able to make silage bales. But now that the grass is in big clumps, it's going to take forever, even if at all, if they'll change over to hay. So the first piece of equipment I have leased for today, you can bring that on back, and like I said, I'm going to grab the stump grinder next. That is a quick job. Then I'll bring the stump grinder back up, and then I'll grab the wrapper and I'll get those wrapped on up. And then I just got to wait a couple days for the grass bales to turn to silage, and I'll bring over to the BGA. And then with the money that comes in, I got to pay the store just a little bit over 30,000 pounds to pay off the baler. But then the baler is ours. I don't have to. I was kind of wrong on the leasing pricing for some reason. I don't know if leasing pricing changes. But every time I was leasing the baling trailer, that's 2,000 pounds. So when you do it 3 times a year at 6,000 pounds over time, it's better to go ahead and purchase it. And at the rate we're going, yeah, definitely going to work on out, and then I don't have to worry about it too much. And what I do is I bring the leasing equipment back and I kind of put it in the store area or the repair area so they can give it a once over, so I don't have to move it themselves. Try to help out the store as much as I can to get in good terms with them, which I think I already am. But if I keep on doing it, I'm pretty sure they appreciate it. I know I would. Okay, let's go ahead and get this loaded on up. Lift that off the ground so I don't have to worry about it. This is going to take only a couple of seconds. But I need to get rid of these stumps because not only did I almost hit it with one of the stumps when I was going over with the mower, I almost hit it again when I was going over with the windrower. At least when I went over it with the baler, I kind of remember like there's 2 stumps there. Got to watch out for them. 8,000 liter bales. Pretty soon to be fermenting into silage bales, and in a couple days I cannot wait to see how much cash we actually bring in, and just know that next time I do the grass cutting it should be even better because this grass field over here will be at full height. Like I said, this should only take a couple of seconds. Hopefully we don't have issues with the stumps getting right down to the ground. Get as good as I can at the height that we're at. Go ahead and lower that little piece there. That just fell down. Hopefully. Perfect. And one more. And I think that is all I really need it for. Right there. There. Now the stumps are gone. When I get to do some landscaping, maybe this late fall, early winter, I'm going to take care of some of the grass here, bring some more dirt, maybe gravel through there. Having dirt where you go in and out a lot is probably not the best thing. A little bit of gravel there definitely help out so you won't create a dip, and if it rains it won't get muddy and all that fun stuff. So I just paid about $250 for a leasing fee for about 5 minutes. Seems about right. So now it's time to get the wrapper and start getting that job done. The sooner I wrap them, the sooner they start fermenting, the sooner I can bring it over to the BGA in a couple days, and we'll get our cash at midnight. I don't know if they're going to want this in there, so I'm going to go ahead and just drop it off out here. You know what? I can probably squeeze it in over here. They'll have plenty of room. And let me lower that down a little bit. That way no one will walk around and get their head hitting on the saw blade. Alright, next piece of equipment I'm taking is the wrapping baler. Baling wrapper, wrapping baler. Drop some bales. And this is about 1,700 pounds to lease for a day, and for the first hour. If I can get unstuck there, we're good to go. And if all goes well, I'll get the wrapping done in the first hour or so, which would be perfect. I'll push around noon, and I can take a little break, go into the house, have some iced tea, a little bit of a lunch, and then, like I said, in a couple days, pick up these bales, and then get back to fertilizing, which I know I don't know how much fertilizer is going to take now that we got the fields really prepped well. But hopefully it's not going to be 10,000 pounds worth of fertilizer, because that's more than I got currently. All right, I feel like coming over to this field first. And we'll get these bales wrapped on up. These bales will just sit here for a couple days. Yeah, I didn't really need the baling trailer today, but oh well. It works out. Well, what the deal we have with the store is, I already got a $10,000 pound down payment on the baling trailer. Like I said, though, I still owe about 30,000-ish pounds on it. But at least now it's pretty much ours. And I can just bring it on down to the farm, park it on up, and then I don't have to worry about returning it all the time. Pretty sure you saw it sitting there, and it's the color does match the New Holland T8 that we have perfectly. So it should be a good combo here. This is about the good thing about having the weights on the front of this T8. I can like push some things around here. And I got to get those bags of seed, lime, and fertilizer into the shed. Hasn't rained in a while, so that's been a good thing. I'm pretty sure this is going to take me about an hour to wrap all these. Well, maybe not an hour, but it's going to take a while. And then, like I said, once I get done, definitely going to take a break, go into the house, and make myself a nice big lunch, because I didn't have breakfast this morning.